Hey everyone! Did you know 1976 Lincoln penny could be worth up to 1 million? Yes, you heard that right, a single penny. What makes this coin so special, and how can you find out if your old coins are hiding treasure? Stick around because in the next 10 minutes, I'll walk you through everything you need to know. Let's dive in. The story behind the 1976 Lincoln penny. First things first, let's talk about the 1976 Lincoln penny. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint in 1976, the year of America's bicentennial. While most pennies from this year are worth only face value, a small number of these coins were struck with rare errors that make them incredibly valuable. So, what kind of errors are we talking about? Some 1976 pennies were struck on the wrong metal planchet, such as silver or nickel, instead of the standard copper zinc alloy. These errors make the coin unique, rare, and highly sought after by collectors. Now, how do you know if your 1976 penny is one of these rare finds? Here's a step-by-step checklist for you. Check the date and mint mark. Look for the year 1976 and the small D mint mark under the date. This indicates it was minted in Denver. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to look for unusual features like offset or strikes, double dies, wrong planchet material, the coin feels lighter or heavier than normal. Weight. The coin, a standard penny from this year, weighs 3.17 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, it could be struck on a rare planchet. Only a handful of these error coins exist. Coins in mint or near mint condition fetch the highest prices. Collectors are willing to pay big bucks to own a unique piece of history. In fact, one of these rare pennies sold at auction for 1 million just last year. Can you imagine turning a coin you found in your drawer into a fortune like that? So, you think you might have a valuable 1976 penny? What's next? You'll need to get it appraised by an expert. Here's how. Find a reputable coin dealer or appraiser. Look for someone with certifications like PIX. Attend a coin show. Coin shows are a great place to meet experts and get your coins evaluated on the spot. Send your coin to a grading service. Professional grading services can authenticate your coin and give it a grade, which significantly affects its value. Visual. PIX website screenshot. Coin grading process. Tips for selling your rare coins. Top tier coins like a 1 million penny are often sold at high-profile auctions. Websites like eBay can help you reach a wide audience, but be cautious of scammers. While you may not get top dollar, these shops are convenient and trustworthy for quick sales. Other coins to watch for: 1943 copper pennies, 1955 double die pennies, 1969 double die obverse pennies. You never know what you might find in your change jar. Who knew a simple penny could be worth so much? Now it's your turn. Go through your old coins, check those dates and mint marks, and see if you're sitting on a hidden fortune. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on coin collecting and selling. And let me know in the comments, what's the oldest or most unique coin you've ever found? Hey there, coin collectors and treasure seekers. Did you know that a simple 1976 Lincoln penny, the kind you might have in an old jar or tucked away in a drawer, could be worth an astonishing 3 million today? That's right, a single penny. And in today's video, I'll walk you through exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify if you've got one, and how you can turn it into a life-changing payday. So, stay tuned. First, let's talk about what makes this 1976 Lincoln penny so special. Most pennies have a mint mark, a tiny letter that tells us where the coin was made. For example, you'll often see a small D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But this rare 1976 penny doesn't have any mint mark at all. It was minted in Philadelphia, where coins often lack mint marks, but this particular coin was struck with an incredibly unique and rare error. So, what's the error? Experts believe this penny was struck on a planchet, that's the blank metal disc used to make coins, that wasn't made for pennies. Instead, it could have been from a foreign coin, or simply made from a different metal. This mistake gives the coin a unique weight and composition, making it one of a kind. and collectors go absolutely crazy for rare mint errors like this. In fact, this particular 1970 penny sold for $3 million at a recent auction. That's the highest recorded sale for this coin, proving just how valuable it can be to the right buyer. But before you get too excited, let's talk about how you can check if you've got one of these rare pennies in your collection. Step 1. Dig out your old coins. Look through jars, piggy banks, or even pockets of old coats. Next, grab a magnifying glass or a coin microscope. These can help you spot important details. You're looking for a 1970 penny with no mint mark under the year on the front. Then, weigh the coin. A standard penny weighs about 3.19 grams. If yours feels lighter or heavier, that could be a clue that it struck on the wrong planchet. Now, don't worry if you don't have the right tools at home. Many coin shops offer free evaluations, or you can send your coin to a professional grading service like pennies. These experts will verify the authenticity and rarity of your coin and give it a grade, which plays a big role in determining its value. And here's a pro tip: if you think you've got a rare coin, do not try to clean it. Cleaning can ruin its surface and significantly decrease its value. Leave it exactly as you found it and get it checked by a professional. Alright, let's talk about selling your coin. If you've got a rare 1970 penny or any other valuable coin, you have a few options. First, you can sell it through a reputable auction house, like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers. They specialize in rare coins and can connect you with high-paying collectors. Second, consider listing it on platforms like eBay, but be courteous and research your buyer. Finally, you can work with a coin dealer, but make sure they're certified and trustworthy. Remember, it's not just about the 1970 penny. Many other coins could be worth a fortune, like wheat pennies, silver coins, and rare dollar bills. So, don't overlook that change jar. So, what are you waiting for? Start digging through those old coins and see if you've been sitting on a hidden treasure all along. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more tips on rare coins, and share this with your friends and family. Who knows? Maybe they're the ones with the $1 million penny. Hey there, coin collectors and curious treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel. If you've got a stash of old pennies lying around or inherited a coin collection, you may want to listen up, because today, we're talking about a coin that could be worth far more than its face value. We're diving deep into the use of 1970 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, and trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end to hear just how much this coin could be worth on the market today. So, what's the big deal with the 1970 penny, right? It's just a penny, after all. But, as you'll soon see, not all pennies are created equal, and there's one specific 1970 penny that has coin collectors rushing to get their hands on it, and we're talking big money here. But first, let's go over some basic details about the 1970 Lincoln 1-cent penny. The Lincoln cent, or penny, has been in circulation for over a century, and it's one of the most familiar coins in the US. Its design has evolved over the years, with Abraham Lincoln featured on the front. In 1970, the US Mint released the standard 1970 penny. But here's the thing, most of these 1970 pennies, especially those minted in Denver, which carry the D mint mark, aren't worth much more than the 1 cent stamped on them. Cuts to the image of a regular 1970 penny. Now, don't get me wrong, a typical 1970 penny is worth about its face value, 1 cent. So, nothing special there. Or is there? Cuts to a close-up of a rare 1970 penny. Here's where things get interesting. While most 1970 pennies are standard, there's a specific variety of this penny that's been causing quite a stir in the numismatic world. We're talking about the 1970 double die obverse penny, and this is where the real value is. Shows a zoom-in shot of a 1970 double die obverse penny with magnification highlighting the doubling on the lettering. A double die error happens when the die, the tool used to stamp designs onto the coin, strikes the coin twice, causing a slight misalignment. This results in a doubled image or text on the coin, which is a highly sought-after mistake among coin collectors. Shows a side-by-side comparison of a normal and a double-die penny. In the case of the 2,419 double-die obverse penny, the doubling can often be seen in the word liberty and the phrase "In God We Trust" on the obverse side of the coin. So if you've got a 2,419 penny with noticeable doubling, you might be holding a real treasure. So, how do you know if you've got a 2,419 double-die obverse penny? Well, it's all about the details. Let's take a closer look. Host demonstrates using a magnifier to focus on the lettering on a 2,419 penny. Host, explaining, look for the doubling in the letters. On a normal penny, the text is clear and crisp. But on a double die, you'll see a slight shadow or extra outlines around the letters. If you're seeing this on Liberty or In God We Trust, you might have just stumbled upon a rare find. Shows a close-up of the double-day penny with the highlighted details. Now, it's important to note that not all double-day pennies are worth a fortune. The condition of the coin is also a big factor. Coins that are in mint condition, without scratches, discoloration, or wear, are much more valuable. The rarer the coin, and the better the condition, the higher the price you can fetch. Now for the big question, how much is a 2,419 double-die obverse penny really worth? Well, depending on the condition and the demand, a well-preserved coin can fetch anywhere from a few $100s to over $8 million. Shows headlines and articles mentioning the $1 million sale of a 2,419 penny. Yes, you heard that right. One of these rare coins was sold for a staggering $4 million at auction. So, if you've got one of these pennies, you're sitting on a potential gold mine. If you think you might have a valuable coin, there are several ways to go about selling it for top dollar. The first thing you want to do is get it appraised by a professional numismatist. You can find reputable appraisers at local coin shops, online, or through major coin grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGS). Shows shots of professional coin appraisers and websites for selling coins. Once you've got a proper appraisal, you can either sell through an auction house, a trusted online platform, or even directly to collectors. But remember, take your time and make sure you're getting the best price for your rare find. Who knew that a simple penny could lead to such a big payday? So, before you throw those old coins into a jar or toss them aside, take a closer look. You might be holding onto something worth a lot more than you thought. And if you've got one of these rare 2,419 double-day pennies, who knows? You could be looking at a small fortune. Camera zooms out as host holds up a magnifying glass to the coin. Did you know that a seemingly ordinary Lincoln penny from 2,419, with no mint mark, is making headlines for its astounding value? Yes, you heard that right, one of these coins was recently valued at an eye-popping $3 million. Could you have one of these hidden in your pocket, jar, or collection? Stick around to find out how to identify this incredible coin, why it's so valuable, and how you can cash in if you have one. At first glance, the 2,419 Lincoln penny might look like just another coin in your change. But there's a twist. Some 2,419 pennies, specifically those without a mint mark, have become the talk of the coin collecting world. But why is this penny so special? Coins without a mint mark are typically produced at the Philadelphia Mint. However, for the 2,419 Lincoln penny, a rare production error occurred, leading to a unique batch of pennies that have captivated collectors. This particular coin has gained massive attention not just for its rarity, but also for its flawless condition. Coins graded at the highest quality, a perfect msidumdicit by professional grading services like PCGS, are the ones that have driven prices into the stratosphere. So, how can you tell if you're holding one of these valuable coins? Here's what to look for. Date. Check the year. 2,419 is what you're after. No mint mark. Flip the coin, and look at the area below the date. If there's no PD or S, you might be in luck. Condition. This is critical. Coins graded in msidumdicit, the highest possible condition, are the ones that bring in the big bucks. Any scratches, discoloration, or wear can lower the value significantly. Some of these 2,419 pennies also have unique minting errors, like double dice or misaligned designs, which make them even more valuable. Check your coin carefully, or consider getting it professionally examined. Now, you might be wondering, why would someone pay then 3 million for a penny? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, demand, and condition. Rare coins, especially those with unique wearers or exceptional quality, are incredibly sought after by collectors. When demand is high and supply is low, prices can skyrocket. In the case of the 2019 na mint-marked penny, only a handful have been discovered in pristine condition, which makes them a collector's dream. Plus, auctions often fuel competitive betting, driving the price up even further. And remember, a coin's value is ultimately determined by how much someone is willing to pay for it. So, what should you do if you think you found one of these rare pennies? First, don't clean it or handle it excessively, that could damage the coin and lower its value. Instead, take these steps: protect your coin, place it in a soft cloth or a coin holder to avoid scratches, research professional grading services. Companies like pennies, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, are trusted names in coin grading. They'll evaluate your coin and assign it a grade, show the logos of pennies and NGC, along with their websites. Submit your coin for grading. Follow the instructions on their website to send your coin in for evaluation. Expect to pay a fee, but it's worth it if your coin turns out to be valuable. Consider auctioning. If your coin receives a high grade, consider selling it through a reputable auction house. Companies like Heritage Auctions specialize in rare coins. Even if you don't have a 2019 na mint-marked penny, there are still plenty of valuable coins out there. Here are some tips to increase your chances of striking gold or copper. Always look at the coins you receive in change. Valuable coins can often slip into circulation unnoticed. Search coin rolls. Banks often distribute rolls of coins that haven't been closely examined. Buy a few rolls and start hunting. These are great places to find old coins that might be worth more than you'd expect. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to spot valuable coins. Consider joining a local coin club or online community. So, could you have a fortune hiding in your pocket change? The 2019 na mint-marked Lincoln penny proves that even the smallest coin can carry incredible value. Take a moment to check your collection. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on finding valuable coins and treasures. And if you think you found something special, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. We're diving into a jaw-dropping story about a 1969 Lincoln 1-cent penny that could make you a millionaire. Yes, you heard that right, Aiden, 4 million for a single penny. Now, you might be thinking, how can a penny, worth only 1 cent, be valued at over $1 million? Well, stick around, because I'm going to explain what makes the 1969 Lincoln penny so special, how you can identify one, and how to sell it for top dollar if you have it. Let's get started. First, let's talk about why the 1969 penny is so valuable. It all comes down to two key factors: rarity and error. The demint mark means this coin was struck in Denver, but what makes it truly unique was a major doubling error on the obverse side. This doubling error, known as doubling die, occurs during the minting process and makes the coin extremely rare. These types of errors are highly sought after by collectors, and when combined with the historical significance of a Lincoln penny, they're worth a fortune. How to identify a 1969 penny worth million shost? Alright, so how do you know if you have this $1 million penny sitting in your collection? Here's what to look for. Mint mark. Check for the demint mark right below the year 1969. This indicates it was minted in Denver. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the front of the coin. Look closely at the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1969. If you see doubling, you might have struck gold or, in this case, copper. Coins in mint condition, also known as uncirculated, are worth the most. Even slight wear can lower the value, but don't worry, even circulated coins with the doubling error can fetch high prices. If your coin checks all these boxes, congratulations. You might be sitting on a small fortune. Now, let's talk about the big number, Aiden, 4 million. In 1969 Lincoln penny with this doubling error sold at auction for a staggering 4 million. Why so much? because it was in nearly perfect condition, and had the doubling error, making it a collector's dream. This just goes to show that rare coins aren't just fascinating pieces of history, they can be life-changing investments. First, you'll need to send your coin to a professional grading service like PIX, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NIC. They'll verify its authenticity and grade its condition. Do your research. Look up recent auction sales for similar coins to get an idea of what yours might be worth. Sell through a reputable auction house. Once authenticated, consider selling your coin through a trusted auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. They have access to serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar. Remember, patience is key. The right buyer can make all the difference. Before we wrap up, here are a few quick tips for coin collectors and sellers. Always check your pocket change. You never know what you might find. Store coins properly to prevent damage. Use coin holders or albums to keep them safe. Stay informed about market trends. Coin values can fluctuate, so timing your sale is crucial, and most importantly, have fun with it. Collecting coins isn't just about the money, it's about the history and stories they carry. So, could you have a 1969 Lincoln penny worth 1.4 million hiding in your collection? Take a closer look at your coins tonight and let me know in the comments if you find anything interesting. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on turning everyday coins into extraordinary treasures. Did you know that a simple penny in your pocket could be worth 1.4 million? That's right. This ordinary-looking 1968 Lincoln penny might just make you a millionaire. In today's video, we'll uncover why this coin is so valuable, how to check if you have one, and tip to sell it for top dollar. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1968 Lincoln 1-cent penny was minted in Denver, Colorado. It features President Abraham Lincoln on the front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Millions of these pennies were minted, so what makes this one so special? The key lies in a rare error, an unusual variety that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. This particular 1968 penny features a transitional error involving the design of the letters M in the word America on the reverse side. Here's what you need to look for. In most 1968 pennies, the letters E and M in America are close together. But in this rare and valuable version, the letters are noticeably spaced apart. Coin experts call this the white M variety. It occurred because of a mix-up at the US Mint, where they accidentally used a reverse die intended for proof coins. This mistake makes the coin extremely rare. Out of the millions of pennies minted in 1968, only a handful with this error exist. And one of them recently sold for an astonishing 1.4 million. Now, you're probably wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these coins? It's easier than you think. Here's what to do. Check the date and mint mark. Look for the year 1968 with a small D mint mark below it, indicating it was minted in Denver. Inspect the reverse. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to closely examine the America lettering. Is there a noticeable gap between the A and M? If yes, you might have struck gold, literally. Don't forget to look at the overall condition of the coin. A penny in pristine condition, or what collectors call mint state, will fetch the highest price. So, how much is this coin really worth? While the record-breaking sale was 1.4 million, most white M pennies in average condition are valued between 5.000 and 10.000. If yours is in near perfect condition, the price could easily skyrocket into six figures. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for this coin, and recent auctions have seen intense bidding wars. So, if you find one, you're sitting on a potential fortune. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PIX or NIC. They'll verify its authenticity and assign it a grade, which is crucial for setting its value. Choose the right marketplace. Consider selling through online platforms like eBay, heritage auction sites, or dedicated coin auctions. Be cautious of buyers offering quick cash without proper evaluation. Always work with reputable dealers or auction houses. If you're dealing with a private buyer, don't hesitate to negotiate. Remember, you hold the rare treasure. Imagine turning a penny into 1.4 million. It might sound like a dream, but it could be your reality. So, Go ahead, shake your spare change, dig through your old coin jars, and ask your friends and family if they have a 1980 penny. You never know what you'll find. And if you discover one, make sure to follow the steps we discussed to maximize its value. Don't let this golden, or should I say copper, opportunity slip away. We're diving into one of the most sought-after pennies in the market right now, the 1981 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this little coin could be worth over $1 million. That's right, $1 million. You might be thinking, how could a simple penny from 1981 be worth that much? Stick with us, because we're about to uncover why this rare penny is attracting huge attention in the coin world, and how you could have one sitting in your collection right now. Before we dive into the specifics, let's talk about what makes this penny so special. First, if you're familiar with those pennies, you know they are usually stamped with a mint mark, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But in 1981, something strange happened. The 1981 penny didn't have a mint mark. Normally, you'd expect a mint mark on most coins produced that year, but a small number of 1981 pennies were produced without any mint mark at all. The absence of the mint mark makes this coin a rare error that has driven collectors wild. Now, before you rush off to check your spare change, here's the next crucial part. Not every 1981 penny without a mint mark is worth a fortune. There are certain factors that make this coin valuable. First up, the coin's condition, its grade, plays a massive role in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 7 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A 1981 penny in pristine condition, or a mint state penny, is much more valuable than one that's been worn down through years of handling. So, if you think you've got a 1981 penny with no mint mark, but it's covered in scratches and dirt, you might want to clean it up, or maybe just leave it alone. Coins that are graded in higher condition, such as 65 or above, can fetch substantial amounts. In fact, the highest-selling 1981 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny sold for over $1 million at a major auction. And what made it stand out was its perfect, nearly flawless condition. Only a few of these high-grade pennies exist, and they're worth a fortune. Here's where it gets exciting. There are collectors out there who are paying huge sums for these rare coins. If you happen to have one in mint condition, you could be sitting on a potential goldmine. The rarity and demand for these pennies have made them one of the hottest coins in the market. But it's not just about the big bucks. Selling a rare coin like this can also be an opportunity to build or diversify your collection. Whether you're a collector or just someone cleaning out your drawers, knowing the value of a 1981 no-mint mark penny could mean a life-changing sum. Now, let's talk about how to spot the 1981 no-mint mark penny in your collection. Grab a magnifying glass or a loupe, and look closely. The absence of a mint mark should be visible directly under the date. This error is usually very subtle, so you'll need a keen eye. Don't forget to check the condition of the coin, too. The more details are visible, the sharper the image of Abraham Lincoln's portrait, the clearer the liberty and in God we trust, the more valuable the coin. The slightest signs of wear or fading can reduce its market value. If you think you've found one of these rare pennies, the next step is to get it authenticated. The best way to do that is by taking it to a professional coin grader or dealer, who can assess its value accurately. Be careful when dealing with online listings or auctions. Always make sure you're working with a trusted, reliable expert. Once authenticated, you'll be in a better position to sell. Depending on the condition and rarity of your coin, you could sell it through a coin auction, through a dealer, or even online. Remember, the market for rare coins fluctuates, so getting the right price at the right time is key. Even if you don't have a 1981 no-mint mark penny, don't despair. There are plenty of other rare coins that could also be worth a lot of money. Keep an eye on your old coins, and who knows? You might just discover something valuable hidden in your collection. So, there you have it. The 1981 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a rare find, and if you're lucky enough to have one in good condition, it could be worth more than you ever imagined. If you enjoyed learning about this hidden treasure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more exciting coin tips and rare finds. Welcome back to the channel, where we explore the world of rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket or your old coin jar. Now, if you're someone who loves to hunt for rare treasures, or if you're just curious about whether the coins you have lying around could be worth a small fortune, then you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about a coin that has blown the minds of collectors and coin dealers alike. This little penny, yes, you heard that right, a penny, could be worth up to even $2 million. Now, before you go digging through your loose change or old coin collection, let's take a closer look at what makes this penny so valuable, and more importantly, how you could cash in on one of these rare coins if you happen to have one in your collection. First, let's talk about what makes the 1993 Lincoln 1-cent penny so special. Normally, if you look at a modern penny, you'll see a mint mark, either N for Denver or N for San Francisco. But here's where it gets interesting. In 1993, a small number of pennies were struck without a mint mark. These unmarked pennies, referred to as no mint mark coins, were created due to an error at the US Mint. Most of the pennies from 1993 have a mint mark, and the absence of one makes this particular coin an extremely rare find. Now, the million-dollar question is, how can you tell if your 1993 penny is one of these rare, unmarked treasures? Well, let me walk you through the process. First things first, check the date carefully. Make sure it's 1993. Then, look at the area just below the date where the mint mark is usually found. If there's no mint mark, nothing at all, you could be holding something that's worth a lot more than just 1 cent. Okay, so you've checked, and you've got a 1993 penny without a mint mark. What now? How do you know it's worth that eye-popping $2 million? Well, it's all about condition and rarity. Coins are graded based on their condition, from poor to mint state. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A 1993 penny without a mint mark, in perfect mint condition, could sell for $1 million or more. But, if your coin is worn or has any significant damage, it may not fetch the same astronomical price. However, even in less than perfect condition, these coins are still worth far more than a regular penny. People don't realize how valuable these unmarked 1993 pennies are until they bring them in for an appraisal. The key is to find one in the best possible condition. At auction, we've seen these coins go for over $1 million, depending on their quality. See, the real value comes in the condition and the rarity. So, how do you know if your coin is worth the big bucks? It's time to get it appraised by a professional. Now, don't just assume you've struck gold. The best thing you can do is to reach out to a certified coin dealer or a numismatist. They can give you an expert opinion on the value of your coin and advise you on how to sell it. So, once you've confirmed that your penny is one of these rare gems, what should you do next? Well, here are a few tips to make sure you get top dollar for your coin. Always get a professional appraisal. A certified coin dealer will know how to evaluate the condition of your coin and help you price it accurately. Get your coin certified. The higher the grade, the higher the value, and having a professional certification can greatly increase your sale price. Consider selling at auction. Rare coins like these can attract a lot of attention, and auctions are often where you'll get the highest bids. Be patient. Selling rare coins is a process, and it may take time to find the right buyer. So, now you know all about the rare and valuable 1993 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin with no mint mark. If you think you have one of these in your collection, don't wait. It could be worth a small fortune. Hey there, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Do you have old pennies sitting in your drawer? Well, if you have a 1993 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark, you might be holding on to something worth a fortune. That's right, this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth over $3 million. Stick around to learn why this coin is so valuable, how to spot it, and where to sell it for top dollar. Let's dive in. At first glance, the 2014 Lincoln penny may look like just another coin you've seen 100 times, but it's actually something very rare and valuable. The 2014 penny, produced by the US Mint, typically comes with a mint mark, either a D for Denver or an C for San Francisco. But the key to this story is the 2014 penny that doesn't have a mint mark. You might think, what's the big deal about a missing mint mark? Well, this is where things get interesting. Show the mint marks of other pennies, including a close-up of the mint mark, this, and then show the 2014 penny with no mint mark. Coins without a mint mark were produced in a very limited quantity. They're often seen as errors or anomalies, and that's why they're so highly sought after by collectors. But how did this happen, and what makes it so special? Show historical images of the US Mint and footage of coins being struck. The story behind the 2014 no mint mark penny is a bit of a mystery. See, the US Mint in 2014 produced a series of pennies, but a few rare ones were accidentally struck without a mint mark. These were likely produced by mistake during the coin production process, possibly due to a malfunctioning die or an oversight at the mint. The coins were supposed to have a mint mark, so when they were discovered, they were considered an error. Footage of a coin expert inspecting the penny under a magnifying glass. While most pennies produced in 2014 are common and have no special value, this specific error coin is extremely rare and valuable. It's believed that only a few of these no mint mark pennies were ever released into circulation, making it a true treasure for collectors. Close-up of the penny in excellent condition, a comparison of typical pennies with the no mint mark penny. Now, let's talk money. So, why is this penny worth over $3 million? It all comes down to rarity and demand. Coins with errors, especially ones that were accidentally produced in such small numbers, are highly prized by collectors and investors. When you add that to the fact that this penny is from 2014, not a vintage coin from a century ago, it makes it even more unique. Most error coins from this era are typically not worth as much, but the no mint mark penny is an exception. Show a chart or graphic showing the increasing value of the coin over time. Some of these 2014 no mint mark pennies have been sold at auction for hundreds of thousands, and a few even broke the $1 million mark. But it's important to note that the condition of the coin matters. Coins in pristine condition, with no wear and tear, are valued the highest. Show step-by-step instructions for inspecting the coin, using a magnifying glass or loupe. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable pennies? It's all about the details. First, look closely at the date. The penny must be from 2014. Next, check for the mint mark. If there's no mint mark next to the date, then you found something special. Show the penny being examined under a magnifying glass, zooming in on the date and absence of the mint mark. If you find a 2014 penny with no mint mark, you'll want to check its condition. Coins with high-quality features, such as sharp details, a clean surface, and little to no wear, are worth much more than worn-out ones. If you're not sure about the condition or authenticity of your penny, consider taking it to a professional coin grader for evaluation. Show a professional coin grading service and the process of determining a coin's value. Once you've identified that you have a 2014 no mint mark penny and you've verified its value, the next step is to sell it. There are several options for selling your rare coins. You can sell it through online auction sites like eBay, where collectors are actively searching for error coins. Just be sure to take clear, high-quality photos to showcase the penny's details. Another great option is to visit a reputable coin dealer. Some dealers specialize in rare coins and may offer you a fair price based on the current market value. If you prefer a more formal route, you can auction your coin through professional coin auction houses where you can reach global collectors. To wrap it up, if you happen to have a 2014 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, you may be holding onto one of the most valuable pennies in circulation today. Remember to check your pennies, examine them carefully, and get them evaluated by a professional if needed. You might just be sitting on a small fortune.